This morning, the blue wave rolled into the ITVET compound as the mayoral and councillor candidates prepared to be officially nominated. For some, it is their first time trying their hand at politics, but for others, like the current mayor, Bernard Wagner, it is the second time vying for office. But while the electorate speculates that the council has failed to do its mandate, Wagner reminded everyone that they've maneuvered through a UDP central government as well as a pandemic, which, in his eyes, is success.
Well, we have been on the ground not only for the past 2 weeks, but we have been on the ground for the past 3 years as a city council. And so we believe that the work we have put in as a city council in terms of the social infrastructure, in terms of physical infrastructure, all in a pandemic environment, I believe that in itself is success. The fact of the matter is that our council came under a UDP regime. We were not given any hands out compared to the previous council. The previous council had in its coffers over 40 million given from central government to them in the area of the bonds and in terms of funds from Petrocaribs. We were in a COVID pandemic.
For 1 year, Mayor?
For 1 year. But prior to that 1 year, we were well on our way to achieving most of our manifestos, which our manifesto, we have completed about 90% of it. The fact of the matter is that you cannot compare this current city council that was in for 2 years, 3 years, with the previous council who was there for 12 years. And so success in terms of the residents, some residents may define success by cement streets, by bloated contracts. No, we define success by reaching out to the people. We have done tremendous work in impacting the lives of our residents in this city. We feel more comforted now that given that we have a central government that will be able to work along with this council, we are excited, and that is why we have these young people with us, that they are driven and they want to see success for the city. We want to ensure that the quality of lives for city residents improve.
Another candidate who is no stranger to the polls is Alan Pollard. This is Pollard's third time being nominated as he contested the general elections, which he lost. Now he's back running for City Hall, but despite his loss in November, he believes he still has the people's vote.
I think that compared to what we've done, I think there's so much more that we can do as an entire council, not just me personally, and in many different areas. And I think with now the collaboration from the central government, I think we could really get the local government involved in, Plan Belize, and that's the overall plan for the nation. So the best way that this city council could incorporate in that would be excellent.
You've gained the people's favor, and that was seen in the general elections when you lost, but you lost in a UDP stronghold by such few votes.
Yeah.
People love you, but they know now that your end goal is central government.
Of course.
And they might be losing that trust as it comes to city council. How do you plan on gaining that or keeping that trust?
Well, I think that trust is something that that can't erase. Given the track record, given how we've carried ourselves in office, the work that we've done in local government, I think people are more so excited rather than worried about my transition. I think people are excited for me to come back, and just based on the feedback that I've been getting campaigning from house to house, people are very excited that I'm still here and I'm still working with the council. So I don't think there's any ill feeling for them.
And while his fellow candidate, Kaya Katus, is new to the political arena, she's not new to the people of Belize. Katus is a well-known cyclist, and she plans to take her knowledge of health and fitness to City Hall.
This name has been a household name due to my accolades and my accomplishments in sports, both at home and internationally. Now I want to transfer all this dedication, determination, the passion I have for my sports and for the champion that I have become to my political career. The reception has been overwhelming. People are very happy that I have chosen to give of myself and serve for the people. And a phrase that I have been using on the campaign trail is to become a champion for the people. My aim and objectives before going on this venture has been sports, healthy living, in that field, in that category of things, and definitely coming to the council, that is what I bring to the table. Imagine a city erupting with sporting activities on a yearly basis, not only for a particular period of time or on weekends or during the summertime. Imagine our residents being able to have access to exercise right within their constituencies. These are things that we plan to bring to the table.
Katus is one of 4 women who are part of the PUP 11. Diane Rekenya is another. And not only is she a woman in politics, at 21, she is also the youngest councillor candidate countrywide. And while some may scoff at her age, she's confident about bringing the youth perspective to City Hall.
As a young person, we've always had to take the back seat when it comes to social issues. They told us that we don't need to get into grown folks' business, and that is why I'm here to get involved. Yes, we are the future of Belize, but we need to start take action now, and that is a platform that I'm jumping on.
And also a young woman, you've already been targeted by cyberbullying without even being elected as yet. And this might happen more once if you get elected. How are you planning to deal with this?
I don't feed into negativity. I'm on a positive journey, and that is what I'll stay on.
Courtney Menzies, 7 News.